Peace Region Exposure. My dad's not in right now. Northern FanCon. I can be there. Alrighty, be right there. This week's drink with Nolen is a espresso martini. Of course, we also have another fitness minute with Devre and Kamryn, plus interviews with them, and of course, another crazy minute with Portman. In addition to my dad's talk with Pat Ferris. See you at Northern FanCon.
This is Peace Region Exposure with just Blake Brown. The old man is gone. I'm your announcer, William. Guests include interviews with Ms. Gibson and Ms. Palfi from a fitness menu. Blake has adventure at Northern FanCon, while we have more talk with author Pat Ferris. And now on with the show. Keep my wife's name out of your f***ing mouth.
All right. All good to go? Good to go. So next, we'll be making an espresso martini. So you're gonna wanna grab a martini glass here. Fill that with some ice. And some soda to chill it. We're gonna grab our shaker tin here. And we're gonna grab one of the top parts to shake it with. We'll fill this with ice. And then we're gonna add vodka, add some creme de cacao, we're gonna add some Baileys, and then some coffee reduction. We'll go ahead, we'll slap this on top, we'll give it a good old shake. Pop the strainer on top. We can go ahead, we can dump that. Put it back up. Fill up the cup. Add a few coffee beans on top. And there you go.
Again, at Gridiron Fitness with Devre, Gibson. Tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you coming from? What's going on in your day-to-day when you're not doing these?
When I'm not doing at the gym?
When you're not filming this nonsense.
Oh, yeah. So I'm born and raised in Dawson Creek. I've been working out for about 6.5 years now. I'm also a personal trainer and a nutrition coach, as well as a dental hygienist. But a couple years ago, 2 years ago, after starting my fitness journey, I found the love for bodybuilding. And so that is what I've been doing for the past 2 years. I just competed in 4 shows this season. I got 5th place in my first show, 2nd place in the second show, 2nd place at the National Pro Qualifier in Toronto, And then we last minute decided to do another regional show in Vancouver to finish off the season, which I ended up taking first place, and then first place overall bikini, so for the entire tournament, or competition, sorry. And yeah, so that's what I've been currently doing. Now I'm in my off season, so build season now, so want to put on a little bit more mass, a little bit more muscle before we cut down for our next show. I'm thinking around like June, July time, but we're not 100% sure which show that we are going to fully commit to yet, to kind of just seeing how things go with the program design. I'm actually moving here in a couple days, so get a new gym, all that stuff figured out, and then a new routine, and then we will be crushing some goals for 2023.
And what's the plan going into the fall of 2023 if everything goes according?
If everything goes well, I'm assuming that we would try and get another show in for the fall. The goal is to get the pro card this year, so I qualified for the pro qualifier again this year because I had got second place, but the last national show I did, or the last regional show that I did in Vancouver, gave me another qualification for a national pro qualifier show just later in the season. So if we need to push my season back a little bit, we have the flexibility to do so. So idea in mind is the pro card this year, and then if not, that is what we'll be working on for 2024. So always progressively getting better physically and mentally in the sport, and continue to learn and grow.
There we go. Hi there, Rob Brown here, and this is Peace Region Exposure. And what Peace Region Exposure is all about is people, places, art, artisans that I find fascinating. I'm crouching down here. Is there any way we can raise the legs on that or something?
I can pick it up.
Once again, we're here at Gridiron Fitness with Devre. We're going to be talking about machines today.
Yeah, so machines in the gym are a great way to get started. Also, great way to save some time if you are quick on time for your workouts. So machines are already set up for you, so you don't have to move around a bunch of weights and everything like that. You just put in the you're wanting to use, or the weight that you're wanting to lift, and have good instructions on the sides of the machines, as well as a barcode that you can scan, so you can actually get a video and kind of a demonstration on the exercise that you will be performing. So machines are a great way to firstly get started in the gym. If you're new to the gym, it's a great way to kind of get the muscles working that you should be without knowing any free weight kind of stuff. Also, if you are on time, if you are coming in on your lunch break and you have a short period of time to get a workout in, machines are a great way to help cut some time as well, because like I said, you don't have to set it up or take it down. It's already done for you. All you have to do is adjust the weight.
We're going to be talking about fitness tips each segment, each episode, each time you tune in. So join us each week. Rob Brown, and this is Peace Region Exposure. And what Peace Region Exposure is all about is people, places, things, art, artisans that I find fascinating. Peace Region Exposure. All right, we're at Gridiron Fitness once again with Kamryn Palfi. A bit about you. Where are you coming from?
Well, like Devre, I was born and raised in Dawson Creek. All my family is up here. A lot of my mom's side is from down south, Kelowna area. But, so right now I'm currently in grade 12 high school, but I'll be graduating early. A bit about my past. I was always into sports and fitness, volleyball, soccer, baseball, dance, swimming, all of that. But just recently, about a couple years ago, I started getting into the gym, getting a little familiar with it. And then my brother really got me inspired with it. So then I just kind of quit doing sports and I kind of pursued my bodybuilding a bit more. And I'm hoping to compete this year, so we'll be competing in July and September and October.
Okay.
So right now I'm in for prep for that, and we'll hopefully be getting my pro card before I'm 20 years old, and I'm currently 17 right now, so we've got a few years.
Sports in particular is what I was looking at, is to have a person that's become the job of her dreams is to become a professional cyclist in Europe. She's getting well paid, she rides these big fancy races, and just about the time that the COVID wave comes in, the teams are getting fired all over the place, they have no money, so suddenly she finds herself going from the top of the hill of cycling in France to back home living in the crappy town that she hates, putting in time hoping that her career isn't going to be over before she gets to go back again. And the second one I was working on was called Peace Pandemic, the virus that bent the world. It's a nonfiction, more of a chronicle of what's happened. It'll be, each day is what happened in the world, Canada, the province, and locally what we saw. We went shopping for groceries, and this is what we were doing. Especially early on, it was bleach the lettuce. It was petrified as we didn't know.
Just gonna
then
go away. Yeah.
a couple months later, well, it's not like that. Stop bleaching the lettuce, and then it basically, you can see how it transformed itself from being frightening to not quite as frightening.
Take your horse paste.
We kind of thought we were head on, because again, now the misinformation really permeated the whole story out there. The where did the truth end and fiction start? I mean, there's a pretty amazing fiction out there that
Yes.
worked its way in from by. Anyway, the whole conspiracy thing is a part of it, but ultimately it was more the day-to-day impact of COVID and how it worked. I mean, it's not over, but it's mitigated mostly. And I think we've kind of gotten used to it, for better or for worse, as with most epidemics, pandemics. You get sick of it, they get tired, and they just kind of ignore it, and they go along as best they can. It becomes the cost
new
of doing
norm, if you
business,
will.
the new norm. Yeah, exactly.
No,
So-
I mean, not one joke. We had you talk about conspiracy theories and then stories that get out there, and that's what this is about writing. And this was a creative one. I was dealing with people here thinking and showing me plans for an underground city. We were moving the end. Here's the end of the paper.
That's awesome.
I was part of the underground elite. We were moving underground and the whole thing, and not really related to COVID. This was just to get away. But that then weaved into the COVID narrative around here and some of the rallies, if you will. And
there's some fantastic conspiracy stories out there. My favorite is somebody came to the conclusion the collider. The collider that they have, it sends a neutron. I don't know what it is. Anyway, sends a neutron, hits another neutron, and does something that's important. Anyhow, the story was that when they turned it on, it moved the Earth into a different dimension. So we're now operating on a different dimension at the same time.
we're not even here.
I thought, that is awesome. I'm embarrassed to say they're getting ahead of novel writers. We got to up our game.
And the issue with that is, and again, no jokes aside, it's real. We're not. You're just making it up. But this is real. Don't you understand, Pat? During the pandemic, I didn't really do too much pandemic writing, but when the trucks started rolling, both up here, and then when I say up here, I mean Canada, not so much right around here. And then in the States, they had a little bit of some truck rally business too. Wrote one up called Truck Norris, so we're going to get into seeing how the edit on that works in the summer months.
It wasn't as big in the States
No.
as I thought it was going to be.
No, it was more.
Mind you, they kind of hung their hat on the January 6th thing.
Well, and I think too, just with the vast expanse of, for lack of a better word, Canada, and then we do have that trans, if you will, Canada highway, where they're going on one highway to the States as opposed to they're coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
I think that, for no pun aside, focused it on the one road for one narrative, if you will.
I mean, pandemics they're still, that's not an unusual thing to have protests. I mean, even look in the 30s. I mean, really, it was a holdover from, they call it, the mean decade, it's called.
Yes.
Is the fact that you went from, we had this nasty pandemic, everybody's hurting for all these reasons, and all the veterans showed up in the 30s in Ottawa. So that was the protest of the time. So I mean, the protest of the time is I'm going to say a normal thing, because again, it's people are being cooped up, they're being held, can't do anything. Oh, I guess maybe wartime. During World War II, you're not allowed to do much. You're carefully regulated, world media, everything, and then suddenly it's opened up and people can lash out after that because
and to keep it a little bit Canadian, because that's what we are here, we are at that slight disadvantage where the weather is working against us, and then we aren't in a capital city where you're in Winnipeg, Edmonton, Victoria, Ottawa, if you will, Toronto on the provincial side of things. There's a protest every week, every day about something. It's just a matter of how much traction, how much media is it going to get.
We were in
right?
Victoria
Yep.
a little while ago, And there's something going on there every single day.
Yeah.
There's somebody
What march
protesting
today? Yeah,
something.
no joking aside. What's the march today?
Yep, the
okay,
march
today.
is your-
This. Okay, gotcha.
Not a
gotcha.
lot of
With you.
people,
Yep.
but there's always a
and
crowd
more
out
or
there.
less. Yeah. Oh, this one has drummers. This one does not. Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
Be entertaining. That's ticket.
Nothing else. News coverage, if you will. Talk to me about writing process. Not the where you get your ideas, but you try to put in some what we'll call new creative time every day, or is it every second day? Is it a word count you look at? Is it fulfilling just some writing goals each day? What's your process like?
It's hard. I can get going. Sometimes I'm writing at home, sitting in the back room,
Yep.
and it's not happening. I might move to the kitchen, look outside at the sun. But then when it gets too sunny and the weather's nice, I want to go for a bike ride. So the writing suffers. It kind of goes for me in fits and starts. I'm not a sit in front of the computer guy for 4 hours. I just can't do it. I have a few different stories going at the same time. I might move from the homecoming story. So as I get closer to the finish line for one of them, I try to get that finish.
It does the cone gets narrower and there's less to
Exactly.
do because you're seeing that, all jokes aside, the light at the end of the tunnel, for lack of a word.
Exactly.
Yep.
Then I'll move over to maybe the pandemic one and work on that a little bit, or the other one about the clowns,
Yep.
the clown run one. So I mean, I try to kind of focus but not get distracted by.
All the words have already been written. It's the dictionary. Right?
Well, the Coen Brothers movie, they said at the start of it, they said this is
Well, it's
based on a
Fargo.
true story.
It's not. It's made
But
up.
there
People
was-
know that. Yeah, and people don't know that. They
People
think
ate
it's
it up.
Yeah.
There was actually a fellow from Japan that went to that spot in Fargo
Yeah.
and looked around for the money.
It's as true as Paul
And you
Bunyan.
got frozen
Yeah, it's
and
true
you
as
had to
Paul
go
Bunyan.
get it.
It's not. Yeah, there is no giant blue ox.
But people looked. It made you look. Yeah.
Buy to buy. No.
Yeah.
Pat Ferris, what's the website?
It's patrickdferris.com.
A novel idea. Northern British Columbia Canadian writer, Pat Ferris.
There we go.
Yeah, that song sounds familiar.
Yeah, do you think it did?
Yeah.
I think it did, yeah.
I know it from somewhere. Twist and Shout, maybe? I don't know.
Well, Northern FanCon, welcome. I'm glad you're all here. Of course, my name is Kyle, and you're really not here for me. You're here for the big guy right next to me, Lou Diamond Phillips, everybody.
With my eyeballs.
Sarah, want to go first so you can see your backpack?
I want to do this, but it would be so expensive, or I want to do this, but the technology does not yet exist to pull this off. Do you have such a list, and if so, what are some of the costumes on that list?
Oh goodness, I actually achieved.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate you taking it. After we have lost our two legs in the stage without making this up. A Hogwarts student from Harry Potter! Right this way, a Gryffindor by the location. 10 points to Gryffindor, I say.
My favorite shows. Maybe you've seen her on Firefly, show of hands. And Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. And also as herself one time on The Big Bang Theory. All right, let's give a big Prince George welcome to Summer Glau.
Thank you
Summer Glau and Lou Diamond Phillips, and our regular segment and guests.
What's going on here? What did I miss?
Peace Region Exposure.
Huh?
When I stay young, with my frail flower love for the sake of art. So harvest my sorrow, my soul's race run, lamenting my folly that weighs my thumb. The last time she saw me, she sang me a song that promised my flower would never do wrong. Though I ran and left her, her tender heart breaking, no sight for this cow. Her memory still haunts me and sleep won't come. Though I told sweat and labor long.
This is Peace Region Exposure with Blake and Rob Brown. Keep my wife's name out of your f***ing mouth.